In recent months, Venezuela has quietly become the newest hub for an unusual mix of military cooperation among three of Washington's biggest rivals: Iran, China, and Russia. Reports from Reuters, The Guardian, and other international media reveal that these nations are now working hand-in-hand with President Nicolás Maduro's government, supplying him with boats, missiles, and fighter jets under the radar. Western intelligence sources describe this cooperation as part of a larger strategy to strengthen Caracas and challenge the United States' military and political dominance in Latin America. According to defense analysts cited by Al Jazeera, Iranian engineers and naval advisors have been operating along Venezuela's coastline, helping the country refurbish its fast attack boats and install short-range missile systems similar to those used by Iran's Revolutionary Guard in the Persian Gulf. These boats, small but powerful, could potentially carry missiles capable of striking nearby naval targets, including foreign patrol vessels in the Caribbean. The collaboration is viewed by U.S. officials as Iran's attempt to expand its influence in the Western Hemisphere, just miles from American shores. China's involvement, though less public, appears equally strategic. As reported by the Financial Times, Chinese defense companies have been in contact with Venezuelan officials to supply radar equipment, surveillance drones, and anti-aircraft weapons under what Beijing describes as technology and security cooperation. Western intelligence, however, believes that this is an indirect way for China to deepen its military footprint in South America. Beijing has already provided loans and technical support to strengthen Venezuela's communication networks and defense systems, positioning itself as a long-term ally to Maduro's regime. Meanwhile, Russia, Venezuela's most dependable military partner, has intensified its assistance by dispatching experts and engineers to repair and upgrade the Venezuelan Air Force's Su-30 fighter jets. Reports from Defense News and Russia's TASS agency indicate that Moscow is preparing to send MiG-29 jets, advanced radar units, and additional S-300 air defense systems to Caracas. These upgrades could significantly enhance Venezuela's ability to deter air or naval incursions near its borders. Russian military specialists have also been spotted at air bases in Maracay and Barcelona, training Venezuelan pilots and technicians. Tensions between Washington and Caracas have escalated sharply since the U.S. Navy conducted multiple strikes on boats accused of drug trafficking in the Caribbean. Venezuela insists these were acts of aggression, claiming that at least 21 people were killed in what it describes as attacks on civilian and fishing vessels. President Maduro condemned the U.S. actions as provocations under the pretext of fighting narcotics and accused Washington of attempting to destabilize his government. He has since requested an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council to address what he calls illegal U.S. military aggression in regional waters. The Pentagon maintains that its actions were legitimate counter-narcotics operations aimed at disrupting smuggling networks linked to Venezuela. A spokesperson told the New York Times that the missions were lawful and coordinated with international partners, insisting there was no intention of threatening Caracas. However, many regional observers argue that the U.S. operations have further hardened Venezuela's ties with its eastern allies, giving Maduro justification to welcome foreign military presence on his soil. According to BBC News, analysts believe that this growing alliance between Venezuela, Iran, China, and Russia represents the most serious anti-U.S. partnership in the Western Hemisphere since the Cold War. It's less about narcotics and more about geopolitics, said Dr. Brian Fonseca, a Latin America specialist. These powers see Venezuela as a gateway to challenge American influence in the region and test Washington's resolve. Satellite images obtained by Jane's Defense weekly reveal new construction at Venezuelan naval and air bases, including possible missile storage facilities and radar outposts. Defense experts suggest that parts of Iran's missile technology may have reached Venezuela through complex shipping routes that pass through West Africa, helping Caracas develop a small but growing missile capability.